Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a video and telling you the story of how my favorite company sent me a fake wallet. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a like. And if you'd like to see more of my videos and reviews, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so you're first to know when I post new content. Okay, so if you follow me, you know that I have been loving the RealReal. I have been getting great deals. I have been scoring bags for amazing prices that are in fabulous condition, better than described. And I know there's been a lot of mixed information out there and thoughts or opinions about the RealReal. And I think a lot of the secondary markets have that going on, or secondary market places to shop like Fashion File, the RealReal, Rebag. And I think we all have our opinions. There are certain ones that I stay away from. And just recently, I have been loving the RealReal, probably within like the last year. And I always say in my video, I'm waiting for the shoe to drop because I just know one day something's gonna happen. Well, sure enough, it happened. And I purchased a wallet that ended up being a replica. So here's a listing of the wallet in question. And I have the wallet, I still have it here. So this popped up in my, I always look every day. I like to look at what's new. And it popped up and I thought it was a fabulous price. And it was a piece that I wasn't really sure if this piece existed. I had seen pieces from this collection. I believe it's the By the Pool collection from a few years ago. But I've never exactly seen this zippy wallet at all. And I thought, I don't know, it's so pretty. I love a zippy wallet. I ended up getting rid of my bicolor one just because I didn't love the way it looked. But this one, it's pink, it's my color. This is so, so pretty. And it seems like a really great price. And at that point, with a lot of items on the RealReal, out of small leather goods, accessories, those you can return. So this item I could return. So I thought if I get it and I hate it, I can just return it. I'm out my shipping, but so what? It is what it is. So I buy it quickly because I put it in my cart and I thought about it and then I bought it. And I started looking on the internet that night for this wallet. And I could not find it at all. I couldn't find it. I could only find replicas of this wallet. So right there, it was that should have been a red flag, but it wasn't. And I just thought it was a good deal and I got wrapped up in it. So the wallet arrives and it comes by UPS. I love my driver. He is the sweetest guy ever, but he shows up right at dinner time, like always. Like I'm either in the middle of making dinner or we're just about to eat and boom, here he is. So if it could come at like 2, that would be much better. But anyway, it comes and I'm in the middle of making dinner and we were headed out for the evening after we ate. So it's kind of a rush. So I get it out. It's just in the bag. I take it out and I quickly look it over. And I think, oh, wow, it's in fabulous condition. There are no surface scratches. The tape isn't like dirty in any place. And I unzipped it and I thought it felt stiff, but that was it. It smells like leather. It is leather and it smells great like leather, but it was just a little stiff. But I felt it. I had it in my hands. But again, I just quickly looked to make sure there was nothing dirty or marks on it. I did think that this pink felt really pink, but I wasn't familiar with this piece or this wallet at all. And I do know sometimes the By the Pool collections or the different collections have different characteristics than, let's say, just a monogram zippy coin wallet. That's its proper name, the zippy coin wallet. I just call it a zippy wallet, but I think there is a bigger one that's the zippy wallet. So anyway, I quickly put it back in the bag, put it back up in my area, and anyway, we went out. We come home, it's late, I pull it out again, I just take some pictures of it to get it authenticated. And this is the lesson. I get everything authenticated. There is this girl, especially for Louis Vuitton. I get everything authenticated. I should just say that. For Louis Vuitton, there is this girl and her name is Layla, and Layla's Luxuries is her website, and I'm going to link it down below. I met her on Poshmark about 10 years ago when she was doing authentications, and she has grown. She has her own website. She sells Louis Vuitton bags. She is amazing. For $10, you can get your item authenticated, and it's just a second set of eyes. And everything that comes into my house from a secondary market site gets authenticated. The only things I don't authenticate are things I order directly from the store. And I don't mean that with like Coach, Tory Burch, Kate Spade. Those items I don't get authenticated. I don't know if there is an authentication service for them, but I'm talking about my designer bags, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Saint Laurent, all of that. It gets authenticated. Even if it goes through Poshmark authentication, eBay authentication, comes from Fashion File, comes from the RealReal, I get a second set of eyes. So anyway, I send off the pictures, I take the pictures, and I'm really tired. I'm just like zonked. Send off the pictures. Layla is super fast. Most times I have an authentication within an hour. Sometimes it's like within 10 minutes. She is on it. There was one time where it took a couple hours, but she was flying. She was on vacation and up in the air. And I felt so bad because I bugged her about it. And she was like, my plane just landed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But just amazing. She is amazing. And there's a couple other authentication places. So she's just strictly Louis Vuitton. So for Gucci, I've used Authenticate First. I've used Legit Grails. Same with Saint Laurent. Those two, they're really good. And they have different services you can buy, like if a half hour, if you want to know right away, if you can wait 24 hours, and price varies with that. So anywho, I take the pictures. I just put it down. I think, oh my goodness, this is such a pretty wallet. This is great. And I go to bed. And before I'm just scrolling on my phone, nonsense in bed, just about to go, turn my phone off, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to see if the authentication cert came back in my email. And it did. And she found it to be a replica. And at first I was a bit taken aback. Like, what? But then common sense should have told me. I had a hard time finding this wallet on the internet and pictures of this wallet. So if this was a legit thing, I think it would have been out there somewhere. And the only ones I could find were replica pictures. I knew they were replica pictures. So that should have clicked in my mind. But I think I was most surprised because I had it in my hands twice and took pictures of it and looked at it, and I couldn't tell. So I fly out of bed, and I mean, Liz just a person. She's only human. Maybe she made a mistake. And I start looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have known this. I should have been able to tell that this wasn't real. But I really didn't. And if I hadn't had her look that over, I probably just would have thought, I looked at it and it looked good. Okay, great. And started using it. And that would have been really terrible because then maybe I would have sold it to somebody who also didn't have it authenticated, or I would have gone to sell it and I can't sell it because it isn't real. So just really this whole video is just more on making sure that you're getting your items authenticated, that we're protecting our coins. We spend so much money on these products. Let's make sure that we're really doing a good, thorough job. And then also stopping counterfeits from being circulated, although that'll probably never ever happen. So anyway, some signs that this was not a legit thing. Probably this coloring is off. The button here, if you can see right here, it is not centered. Try to move it over here. If you see, it's like way up there. Louis Vuitton would never ever do that. I thought that this looked pretty good with the, I don't think it's gonna focus right, the stamping. It does have a hot stamp in it, and that, after really looking at it, it is off. Something is off about it. But it was just at a glance, it's pretty good. It does have a valid date code. The date code was interesting too, though, because I don't know if you can see the date codes up in here. They started putting microchips in bags in 2021, in March of 2021. And this date code it would have been the 11th week of 2021, but it's a small leather good. So I didn't really know when they started putting microchips in small leather goods. So that is probably something an expert like Layla or Legit Grails or Authenticate First, they would know that. Like they would know that sort of thing. And then also when I started really looking, there's glue spots in here. It's super hard to see, but there are like areas of sloppy glue, and Louis Vuitton would never have that. But I mean, it smells like a leather wallet, and it feels like a leather wallet. And if you didn't know, this I do think is probably a dead giveaway. If you didn't know, you'd be out a crap ton of money. So anyway, contacted the RealReal, super nice. They refunded me all my money, or they will as soon as I ship it back, sent me a shipping label. And I just stressed to please have someone else look at this and make sure, please don't relist this. Please let someone else look, because it is fake. There's no doubt about it. It's a fake item. And it's not, and hey, it passed through me. People are only people. They're only human. I kind of looked at it quick. If someone was busy and just looked at it fast, and I don't know how well versed every employee is in the full line of every single designer item out there. Someone might have been like, oh yeah, Louis Vuitton did do a by the pool and it was these colors, and oh, this could be a rare piece. Sure. And pass it on. And they're just only human. So I'm not making excuses, but I kind of am. Like, accidents happen, things happen. Am I still going to shop at the RealReal? Absolutely. Am I still going to shop on Fashion File? Yes. Am I still going to shop on Poshmark? 100%. I'm just going to have that extra step to comfort me by having someone else authenticate it. And for $10, $20, even $30 for that peace of mind, it's well worth it. Plus, a lot of these places give really nice certificates, and that helps with resale value. If you can send your item with a nice certificate saying, yes, it's authentic, that helps ease people's minds. If I get that though, I still get it authenticated. So just keep that in mind. I hope this video helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, put them down below. And until next time, take care. Bye.